Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
And welcome back to WKYT. This week, districts across the area have seen a spike in sick students. Today, the Harrison County School District is closed to give everyone time to get better. WKYT's Mike Linden talks to administrators about the decision to cancel in our top story at 12:30.
Noticing more students calling out sick each and every day throughout the Harrison County School District. Administrators made the decision to close all schools for the day on Friday.
By Thursday, more than 2,000 students and faculty members had called out sick throughout the school district. After consulting with health department officials, the decision was made Thursday to close all school district schools on Friday to disinfect classrooms and school buses. Administrators say strep throat and a viral infection going around is to blame.
We saw a pattern of absences. Started on Monday, we kind of saw a little spike, and as the week went on, it didn't drop. It just got a little higher every day. What we noticed yesterday was a big spike, plus we saw a spike in all the schools.
Harrison County Health Department officials say that most students should be able to get over their sickness in about 3 to 5 days, and school, as of now, is set to open on Monday. In Harrison County, Mike Linden, WKYT.
The district is telling parents to use their discretion when deciding if their child is healthy enough to come to school on Monday. Tolliver Elementary in the Danville Independent School District is also closed today due to illness. School officials say about 30% of students are out sick right now. Custodians disinfected the school earlier this week, but the illness has continued to spread. Officials say so far no other district schools have been affected.
It is unusual, and we have to prepare as if it's going to reach our other buildings, because every one of these kids has siblings and cousins and family members that they will come across this weekend.
Now, school officials hope more students will be back healthy on Monday. If not, they'll consider canceling school again. Well, bad news in the Big Blue Nation today. Alex Poitras is out for the season. Poitras suffered a torn ACL in his left knee during practice. He went down on a breakaway layup with no contact. UK coach John Calipari will talk to the media in about half an hour. We'll carry that news conference live on the CW Lexington and also on WKYT.com. Well, Big Blue fans say they had hoped Poitras' injury wouldn't be this serious. Now that they know he'll be out for the season, they're thinking about how the Cats will play without their starting forward. They say they're counting on depth to get them through.
It's really bad. He has so much talent that it's just really bad. Luckily for us, we have a lot of depth at that position.
Now the Cats face North Carolina tomorrow at Rupp. You can see that game at noon right here on WKYT. A man accused in a string of package thefts will face a judge this afternoon. Ryan Walker is charged with 2 counts of mail theft, which are felony charges. Lexington police say one of their officers witnessed Walker steal a package from a home. When they searched his apartment, we're told they found dozens of boxes of merchandise that didn't belong to him. We continue to track the investigation into a case of animal abuse. Investigators found 2 starved and injured dogs outside a Rowan County home earlier this week. One died, but the other survived. The sheriff's office says they're still pursuing charges in the case. A rescue group called STAR is nursing the surviving dog back to health. There's something in the sky that we haven't seen much of lately. The sun is back for our Friday. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is here to tell us if that's a sign of good things to come for the weekend. Micah.
Yeah, I think that is a good sign for us. We head toward the weekend, and we're going to be seeing a few more clouds than what we're seeing now because, well, we're not seeing any outside. 36 degrees in Lexington, bright blue skies, 38 now in Georgetown. It'll be easy to creep over toward that 40-degree mark in most locations as we're at 37 there in Richmond. 24-hour planner, a lot of sunny skies the rest of the day. As we go off into the night and into tomorrow morning, it's going to be a cold one again. We have the YMCA Reindeer Ramble 5K over at Keeneland tomorrow morning at about 9 a.m. You can see in the 20s, lower 30s. It's going to be a cold start, but a good run nonetheless. We head toward the afternoon, partly sunny. Clouds start to appear. Does that mean rain for the weekend, though? Well, I'll have that answer coming to you in just a few minutes.
All right, Micah, thank you. A monster storm system is now wreaking havoc in Southern California. It's packing drenching rains and powerful winds. As Terry Okita shows us, the same system dumped up to 8 inches of rain in northern parts of the state yesterday and left thousands in the dark.
The dangerous storm pounded Southern California, bringing rivers of rain and avalanches of mud and debris.
We had a lot of rocks come down into the area and just impacted the area fairly significantly.
Front-end loaders are clearing the boulders that slammed into several homes during a mudslide in Camarillo Springs.
It was scary, obviously. It was frightening. When the window blew out, I knew that we had a complete flow of mud and water going through the house completely.
There are mandatory evacuations across the area. Emergency responders are worried about more flash floods and mudslides. The foothills here were stripped bare by a wildfire last January. 15-year-old Casey Tice cleared the storm drain in front of his house.
We have to wake up early, we have to prepare a day beforehand, and just a bunch of sandbag moving.
The storm is part of the system that hit San Francisco with 80-mile-an-hour winds. This house in Washington State's Washaway Beach tipped right into the water. And in the Sierra Nevada mountains, there was heavy snow. Despite all the flooding and the damage, the water is welcome after 3 years of severe drought. Terry Okita, CBS News, Glendora, California.
Now, the storm has been blamed for 2 deaths in Oregon, both caused by falling trees. Police have a plan to keep drivers safe this holiday season. Lexington police began their Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign today. They'll be looking for anyone driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. The campaign lasts through New Year's Day. There's new hope for people diagnosed with incurable skin cancer, and teens aren't getting enough sleep. Allison Harmlin has details in this Better Living report.
A new study shows high school students in the U.S. are not getting enough sleep. Researchers from Columbia University found just 6 to 7% of females and 8 to 9% of males got 9 or more hours of sleep. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends that teens get 9 or 10 hours a night. New drugs are showing hope in people with incurable skin cancer. Researchers in England are testing a new family of cancer drugs which block several key cancer-causing proteins. They found the drugs are effective on patients who have developed resistance to other treatments. And highly educated people who complain about memory lapses may have a higher risk of stroke. That's the finding from researchers in the Netherlands who studied more than 9,000 patients ages 55 or older. Those with a higher education who complained of memory problems had a 39% higher chance of a stroke. And those are some of the day's top health stories. I'm Allison Harmelin for CBS News, New York.